lift me up, hold me down, keep me close, safe and sound. Drowning in an endless sea. Take some time and stay with me. Keep me in the strength of your arms. Keep me safe, safe and sound. Lift me up, hold me down. Keep me safe,
Not me.
safe and sound.
Yo, what is up, people? What is going on? Welcome back to another episode of the O.O.C. Got the usual suspects in the house. Roberto, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, Joe. I'm just, chilling here, enjoying my heights and studying the intro and shit. And I'm looking at me and my name, and I'm like, how does this brother not know Spanish? You know what I mean?
Which brother? You?
That's how good the weed is.
Okay. I got you.
I'm laughing here by myself, saying shit. Look at that, man. All I can say is Paquito and fucking Como Estas. Got a few little things, get a beer and shit,
I need some of that weed you smoking, bro. Where can they find you, though?
They can find me right here with my boys, them, Big Afad, JG Shaolin, keeping it real. Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock. At least we try. At least I'm like back-to-back 3 weeks in a row. I'm here on time because it's cold outside. And Saturdays, I don't know what's going on, but, things happen. You can find us sometimes on Square One, dropping that gangster. Well, I don't know if Fonzo's son's going to allow it, but gangster sport talk,
Absolutely. What up, Cloud 11? Thanks for popping in. And then
Cloud
we
11.
have...
Someone new?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
And then we have down here the Shaolin monk himself, the unknown Shaolin warrior, KG. Where can they find you, sir?
Right here, Wednesday nights on the O.O.C. with Canadian royalty above me. We got Nzo, a.k.a. the Abbott, a.k.a. the Osiris of this shit. And we got Roberto, a.k.a. Mr. Keeping It Real, a.k.a. No woman, no cry.
I like that one.
The original Bomba Glad Dandana.
Lick shot.
Hey, you never know what you'll find here on the O.O.C., to be honest with you, because we just talking shit and having some fun. But thank you, everybody that popped in. As you see the title, we got some Jonathan Majors news. I know Roberto's like, the Entertainment Tonight stuff, but the reason why I want to do this is because he hasn't really been following, right? So I want to get his perspective of someone who hasn't really been following of some of the stuff that came out. So as you know, we got text messages, we got live videos, and I want to show Roberto those things to see what he says. The first thing I will bring up is the text messages, and I do have them here somewhere. Hold on. Should be a little bit more prepared. There we are.
Hold on. I just want to make two notions back to our music countdown list that some people I forgot to mention that I listened to on my tracks and said, yo, how could I fucking forgot them? And I wonder if anybody did mention them. One of them was D'Angelo.
Okay. I don't remember if anybody mentioned him.
But D'Angelo is fucking musically gifted and tight. I have to.
Yes.
And Ty Dolla.
Okay.
You guys don't like Ty Dolla?
I like Ty Dolla.
He's all right. He's all right.
Man, his shit, I don't know, man. He just brought a new twist to R&B,
Wait till I play something I have for you tonight. This shit, I was like, it was on repeat for me for almost all day. Trust me, I got that coming up when we get on.
You didn't like that fucking oxtail thing I sent you?
The oxtail thing?
The white guy tries oxtail for the first time and he's chanting.
Oh yeah, that was
That shit was fucking crazy. That shit was dangerous. I was like, who is this guy? I gotta find this guy.
yeah, that was
Yo, that
funny.
guy was dangerous. I don't know if JG could get a taste of that. If you could play that for him, let him see it. But that was nice.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, I'll try and bring that up. Not a problem. So, first off, we have here, these are the text messages, right? And these came out, I guess the judge decided to let everything come out. So, these were some of the text messages, and I want to get Roberto's thoughts on the text messages. So, it says, it's just fake.
Yeah,
And you,
because that shit looks like chicken tracks to me, man.
it's okay, I got it. It's just fake. And you have, I fear you have no perspective of what could happen if you go to the hospital. They will ask you questions, and as I don't think you actually protect us, it could lead to an investigation, even if you do lie and they suspect something. Now, this is what she says in the blue. It says, I will tell the doctor I bumped my head. If I go, I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I want to tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you? I feel like you want to be together, as in to not embarrass yourself for anything you've said to your friends and family. Last night, I considered killing myself versus coming home. You said you needed love last night, and I put my feelings aside and tried to give that to you. I need love too. Or maybe I'm such a monster and a horrible man, I don't deserve it and should just kill myself. Of existence, this way of existence is miserable. I want to, hold on, where is it? I want to die. Okay, there it was. Here, I will not go to the doctor if you don't feel safe with me doing so or don't trust me to. I promise I would never mention you, but I understand your fear. You can reject love if there is no real love. It's just lip service. I gave you love last night and this morning before I got out of bed. When you got up, you were not full of love at all. I didn't feel it at all. You could have just given me a hug or walked close to me or asked me if you could give me a hug, not the other way around. It works both ways. I will probably mull myself. It's not really contemplating anymore. You can't, okay, they put that error here. I'm a monster, a horrible man, not capable of love. I'm killing myself soon. I've already put things in motion. So before we continue, Roberta, what are your thoughts on just that alone?
What is this? Two teenagers talking to each other? What the fuck is this?
These
What?
are the text messages.
Honestly,
Mhm.
to me, this is some joke shit. This is like, why is it even in court? In all honesty, no matter what comes out, no matter what happens, this is fucking joke shit.
Mhm.
If the guy's guilty, if he's guilty, show the proof. If he isn't, let's stop all this stupid shit,
Oh,
man.
don't worry. I'm going to show you something. Don't worry. We're going to get to that. My question is this, though. When you hear me read this, do you ever get the thought that he did something to her? Like hit her, abused her?
Uh, it could be assumed
No,
You
because I
because
see,
don't hear him saying he's sorry for doing something.
that's the thing. There's no context to these texts, right? Maybe they were doing some heavy drugs and something happened and he's like, listen, because we got to understand, Jonathan Majors had a reputation that was like he was going to be number one in Hollywood. There's no hands down about it, right? So maybe there's other things that happen that because they don't want to get out. But in these texts you never hear him accuse or say he hit her or did anything to her. You know what I mean?
oh wait a minute, he's the blue, right?
No, he's the black. She's the blue.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Yeah. Okay.
She's the blue, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's like they put this out here to try and make it look like, and you should see the the articles. Oh, Jonathan Majors Incorporated. That's the word I'm looking for.
What do you smoke?
Well, basically, they're saying that these texts are actually like kind of possibly an admission of hitting her, where I don't hear that or see that in any of these texts, right? So she continues, said, Jonathan, you can't say this. I'm going to have to call someone. I'm sorry for not hugging you this morning. I really am. I was sleepy and disoriented by the fact you thought I would break your necklace. I love you so much, obviously. What do you mean you've put this in motion? Where's the rest? You have a family, Jonathan, a mother, a daughter. What would Ella do without you? Don't do this to her. Don't even think these thoughts.
I didn't even know he had a daughter. Wow.
I
Who's his
think
daughter
I
with?
knew that. Huh?
Next, obviously a next girl.
Yeah. Not from her, from a previous relationship. Streaming while Lakers are busting the Spurs up. I see smart move. Whatever.
Like he's
Whatever.
surprised they busting like Spurs right now.
Shut up. Don't even say it. I don't want to hear it. But the thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like the articles and stuff that you read kind of like say, well, oh, this is admission of guilt. Do you guys see that?
I don't see it at all. If you want to look into it and want to see deeper than what actually is, then yeah, you can see that in every testimony.
You know what it is though? I think that
What does he
they
want to
do
commit suicide over? Is he
exa-
depressed?
exactly.
I don't know why. So what am I going to assume? Because he beat her? That's just so easy.
Exactly. Exactly.
If
Right?
that's the case, I'm sorry to cut you, Anzo, but if
No,
that's
go
the
ahead.
case, wouldn't he admit some kind of guilt and admission, like, I'm sorry for what I did? For
Mm-hmm.
this reason, I want to kill myself. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to make things better. Da da da.
100%.
I'm sorry. There's no admission of guilt anywhere in what you read to me. If anything, I was falling asleep. I'm telling you, it sounds like some shit that we could have did when we were in high school, but we didn't have access to smartphones and shit. You know.
Doesn't it sound like more manipulation than anything? You know
I
what
Yeah.
I
want a
mean?
girl to feel for me. I'm gonna kill myself. I
Yeah,
swear to God,
exactly. Yes.
I'm gonna take
Yes.
my life. Do you love me?
Like you leave me, I'm gonna
Yes.
kill myself.
You
I
know,
can't live
how many
without you.
times has that been done? It's almost
Yes.
that a woman calls that played out. Ah, shut
Facts.
up.
Yeah.
You weak
Yeah.
bastard.
Facts. Yeah. I've heard. Go do it then. You know what I
And then what?
mean?
It's called a bluff.
You know, right. You know what I'm saying? It sounds so manipulative. Like they're trying to paint it as abuse and stuff like that. But no, it sounds like manipulative. That's what it sounds like to me. And I'm just like, man, it seems like, and it's funny. And I'll say this too, real quick, because they had the police testimony, right? And the police testimony, they contradicted a lot of the things that they talked about, like the media's talked about. And you know, I can't find none of those articles anymore. I can't find. I had to ask Chill. I had to ask Chill to send me the link for the articles because I can't find them anymore. It's like they just totally disappeared.
And
So
if that is the case, are you surprised?
no, to be honest with you, no. But I know if I go back to Chill Stream, I know he has it there. I'm pretty sure he has the link saved or anything. But man, when I searched Jonathan Majors today, the only thing that came up was the stuff that today that the videos were released and this and that and the video that they show. So first, hold on. First, I'm going to play this because this is saying, and I even had an issue with it with we're talking about it with Lunga on this. They're saying that he's chastising her. So listen to this and tell me what you think, Roberto. Hold on.
New York City 911, you need police, 5 medical.
Okay, sorry, no, that's not the wrong round. That is the 911 call. So not only do we have all this information, he actually called 911. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He was the one that called. But I'm trying to find Here it is.
This is actually, here, these are what we're doing right now.
Can you hear it?
Period. This is
Who's
actually,
that?
here.
That's Jonathan Majors talking.
Yeah.
Do you really know this?
What up, Perp?
Do you really?
Yes.
Then how dare you come home trying to disturb the peace of our house when we have a plan? I would like to get to the point where your friends know what job I'm on and go, I think Grace is gonna get a commission. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't. So, like,
No, you understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset to support Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife.
no, I'm not. I shouldn't have gone out. I'm
No,
sorry.
let me just lay it out for you, right? If I'm just gonna say this. My temper, my shit, my trauma, blah, all that said, right? I'm not saying I'm a great man. A great man. I am doing great things, not just for me, but for my culture and for the world. That is actually the position I'm in. That's real. I'm not being a dick about it. I didn't ask for it. I've worked, and that's the situation. The woman that supports me, that I support, that needs to be a great woman and make sacrifices the way that man is making for her and for them ultimately. Last night, 2 nights ago, you did not do that. You did not do that.
I'm sorry.
Which took away from the plan. And the plan is everything. If it was just you in the house drunk, maybe I could have swallowed it. Or I would have felt bold enough like, oh, hey, let's go to bed. But I said, I'm just going to bed. I'm not hungry for the whole block. Because Grace isn't here. Why? She was drunk. Why else? She was clogged by whatever was going on. You know what I mean? Fine, I can take that.
So, first off, I'm going to say this. He didn't know she was recording. Why the fuck is she recording this conversation?
Trying to trap him.
I was gonna ask, who's recording this?
She's trying to trap him. She's trying to trap him. That's all.
And as you listen to it, what is the problem with what he said? He is correct. He is a high-profile man who has trying to put standards out there for himself. Why would he be wrong to want his woman to have those kind of high values and standards as he does?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just curious as to. No wonder her voice is annoying as hell. So I don't know how you dealt with it that long. But
The thing,
what was going on to start that conversation?
But the thing is, though, people are saying he chastised her in that clip. Like they're making.
I mean, what couple doesn't chastise each other, right? Like any couple.
That's true.
You have these conversations, right? Some people call it chastising. Some people just say it's a conversation. Like you and your significant other. Let's say she goes to spend a lot of money on some shoes. You're like, baby, why are you spending all this money on these shoes? It makes no sense. Like, I don't work all these hours for you to spend all this money on this. Some people consider that chastising. To me, I'm like, I'm having a conversation about what you are doing that shouldn't be done. So to me, that's a regular conversation.
I was just
100%.
going to say, is that not just a typical conversation of a relationship?
Yes.
Especially when two people are getting to know each other. I don't know what ticks you until you tell me it ticks you. And if I keep doing it, it's up to you to decide if you want to keep being ticked like that. But if that's the case, then you can't complain.
And it's obvious, like you said, Roberta, they've had that conversation. You could tell, right?
Like he said, there was a plan.
Yeah.
How could you blame someone for not following the plan if they didn't know what the plan was? And she's like, well, babe, what is the plan? I'm trying to follow it, but I don't know. All she's saying is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's no substance to your sorry. What are you sorry for? Because my man is talking for a while. He's calling out people. He's calling out events. And you're just saying sorry. What are you sorry for? What did you do that you're sorry? Admit your guilt.
Hey, man.
Like JG said, sounds like a setup because there's nothing coming out of her but sorry, and trying to talk like he's not allowing her to. What?
I said it before and I'll say it again. Hollywood fucking plant, bro. You know what I mean?
It's
They put these
typical
plants.
relationship shit. That's why I don't understand why it's in court. Why do we need to hear all this shit? Listen, if she didn't file charges against him, or is that the case? She filed the charges or the cops did?
Well, it was the cops at first, and then she, I guess, ended up going along with it.
Okay. Now,
After
she didn't press these charges, and this shit was not. Go ahead.
Hold on, brother. Just keep that. After he was seen with Megan Good, I just want to put that out there.
Okay. And I hope his lawyers are aware of that as well. But what just happened?
Yeah, my bad.
It's good.
My bad. And I forgot you're smoking on some good shit. You know
what I mean? It was coming out. It was legit, and it just flexed on me.
But you're saying it was why it was being recorded, and you know what I mean? To me, it's just like, okay, you're in a relationship, and I guess you could say she was trying to protect herself, but like it seems like a regular conversation. It seems like she came home drunk and he was not happy with that situation. And from what the story is that she didn't just come home drunk, she also came home with other people. Had to mute JG a bit because he was making a little bit of noise. Right?
Some background noises. He's on live from the office or something.
Probably. JG.
My bad, y'all. I'm good.
So yeah. Now, there's that, right? And I'm just doing this because I want to give Roberto the context, because now we have this footage that came out, and I really want to know what Roberto has to say about it. You're going to laugh, Roberto. I know that, because I was like, man, yo, she really did that? So here's the first part. So this is the video.
Oh,
all right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they always have it first. You know what I mean? I told you.
Hold on. He stole my purse. Now, if the cops see that, my man's getting fucking tackled and handcuffed.
Facts. Bro, he ran.
Look, he's still going. He's still going.
It's not that fast, yo. It's not really breaking.
She is crazy. She's still running after. She almost gave my car.
She's not that. He's not that fast.
Well, he ends up losing her. That's for sure.
Yeah, but this one was running in heels, and he's not pulling away. That's pretty sad shit, there, baby. He's tiring out of shit already.
So that's it. And then the second part is just some of the stuff we've seen before. But watch, this is the issue that people are having, and this is the beginning part. So I don't know if you can see it properly, but he kind of pushes her back. He kind of pushes her back in the car, and she's holding on to his jacket, trying to, like, she's definitely being the aggressor. So,
but he didn't do anything violent. It's just someone trying to get away. If you
that's what I'm saying.
If you reverse the roles, then I can understand. You know, she breaks away and he's running her down.
Yes.
Then I would say, sorry, buddy.
Yes.
You can't justify the means.
You know what happened? His career flashed before his eyes, and he said, oh, no, we are not doing this. And he bolted.
You know what happened? One of his boys flexing his face. I told you she's trying to ruin you, son. He's like, man, that brother's right. I gotta get out. I'm sure somebody warned them.
Yeah, I'm sure of it too.
You know, either out of jealousy or whatever. Yes, somebody warned them.
So he ended up bolting, but people are saying that, you know, he was aggressive at the beginning and pushed her back in, and he's a big guy. So I said, well, What if it was a big girl and a little guy? Would that be an issue too? Like, it's not like he punched her and was like, you know what I mean? Like, beating. He was trying. You can clearly see he's trying to get away. What up, Jason? You can clearly see that. You know what I mean? Like, he's trying to get away. So what the fuck is the problem?
I don't know what to say, Nzo. You know,
Hey,
for me,
man.
If
Listen,
anything, it's defense. He's scared for his life.
Roberto,
He's trying to get away from a crazy ass.
you need to say it because this comes into everything we're talking about tonight, you know, with what black people don't do, what black men don't say. And this is something that we go through.
you stay there, you should have left. You leave, you did something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
No, guilty, guilty, guilty. You know, and
100%.
it's like roulette because I've dated a lot of white women. I've dated a lot of women outside of my race, and I never went through a predicament like this. You know, maybe because I wasn't famous, there was nothing to gain from it other than me losing a reputation that, you know, it's just public. It ain't big deal or shit.
You've never had a woman like attack you or anything like that?
No. Because there's no means to it. There's nothing to gain from it, you know?
What up, Poe?
If anything, someone's just trying to ruin your rep. That's all they could really do. You know, or get you arrested and have a record on you that you never really did. But aside from that, what?
It's crazy because you can see clearly that this has to do with scorching this man's career for whatever reason, right? And people are still seeing this stuff and still saying, oh, well, he was the aggressor. Oh, he was guilty. He did this. He did that. Like literally sending me that clip, that one where they're talking and he's saying you need to be like, and saying like that's some dick talking. I'm like, how is that? Like, you have conversations with your better half and you're like, listen, you know, we're together. You represent me just like I represent you. You know what I mean?
Look at the world we live in, man.
Let me ask you.
You're surprised?
And I know Roberto's answer on this, but I'm going to ask you in this case. If your wife was out there getting drunk constantly every day, coming home all hours of the night, or not, well, let's not say every day, but every weekend, right? Every weekend. How would you feel about that?
My first question would be, did you have a deprived upbringing? Were you able to club when you were in your clubbing age, you know, your 20s and 30s? Were you able to do that? Because if you weren't, I can understand you're going out. But if you did, why are you still doing it now? And if this is the case, I'm not for it. So you got to make a decision.
Absolutely.
There's two parties to a relationship.
Absolutely. And that's basically the conversation that he had with her. Like, listen, man, you know what I mean? Like, you got to hold yourself in higher standards than what
reverse the table. Reverse the table. You're not smelling me when I get home, putting me through all these tests, lie detector and shit like this, calling phone numbers to me. That wouldn't happen if I'm out every weekend. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, to be fair, the reason why the whole thing started is because there was a text from, they say, Cleopatra, and it was, I miss you and can't wait to kiss you again. So to be fair, that was the text that came through. They never denied it, right? So it's obviously that he was messing around.
Okay. I fucked up. You want to be with me still or not?
And that's the thing too, right? Like,
no, JG. Like, what is it? I'm persecuted. My whole career is ruined. Like, there's people still living in this whole situation. Why is my life over? Is this the ultimate sin? There's people doing a hell of a lot worse, and they're not even in jail.
Facts.
So what the fuck? I'm sure this money could be spent on something more worthy of the value of the money that's being spent on this case. Like, you know, when we used to say, yo, is there not enough criminals for these cops to go out there and actually do some real criminal busting? You know, when they come and harass you for stupidities, we'd always say that. What is there? There's not enough crime going on. You guys bored? Is that the same case with the justice system? There's no big mafia cases or.
That's what we would say too. Like, oh, look, the cops did. And when you're chilling out in the back and they rolling by slow. Sorry, Danny. And they rolling by slow.
You ain't sorry. You ain't like that, Danny. So don't feel no way.
Yeah, I know. I just mess with them. But they roll by slow, and the first thing we would say is, "Ah, shit, the cops are bored tonight."
You know what I
I
mean?
Yeah,
Just
they're
like
bored.
that, without even a thought. It's probably even synchronized all the boys say it at the same time.
Facts. Oh,
Because
they're
if they
bored.
had some real shit to do, they'd be flying by with their lights on,
Mhm.
chasing
And
the other
this-
boys.
And Jonathan Majors is a big name. So hey, let's get our name out there by going after this guy, right? Because all this evidence that we get now, they had that at the beginning of this trial, and it still went to trial. Bruh.
Somebody in Hollywood wants this guy fried, yo.
Facts.
There's a next
Considering
brother coming along that I feel that it's going to happen too soon.
Puffy.
Not Puffy.
Oh, who?
It's another actor. He's like the main guy now doing movies. Some African guy again.
Yeah.
I'll find his name.
Considering MCUS stock isn't doing well, maybe not doing Kang anymore is not that huge of a loss. Everything else, sometimes the perception is enough. So here's the thing. I don't want them to drop that storyline and do something different. You know what I mean? At least finish the Kang storyline and get that out of the way. You get that out of the way, then you can go on and move on to other things, right? But at the end of the day, it's always guilty until proven innocent with us instead of innocent until proven guilty. And that's the crazy shit about it. You know what I mean? So much people dropped this guy right away because of the shit that he been through or that he's going through. And now the defense rests. So we should get a verdict within the next couple of days. What's up, Basco? How you doing, guys? Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated.
What up, Jay?
What up?
So because of that, we're gonna get an end to this case maybe by Friday, maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. I don't think there's any more thing to be put out there except for deliberations. So
what's his name? Mahershala Ali.
Oh, him. Okay, yeah.
Watch something happen to this brother soon.
It wouldn't surprise me
because he's following the same footprints as what's his name.
Yeah,
Jonathan
but he's been around for actually. You kind of right.
Some big roles now.
No, he's an Oscar winner.
I'm sure he is because he's a very good actor.
Yeah,
and they're going to try and get him to play a role that doesn't really define him, and he's going to have a say, and then he's the next man in line. Because there's, he's the biggest black actor right now. Or would you say there's somebody else? Because I'm not really out there in the movies to say. I just know I see this guy's face often.
Actually, no, I think he would be. I think he would be. I think he would probably bigger than Jonathan Majors until Jonathan Majors started to kick off. You know what I mean? Because like I said, he was an Oscar winner for. I'm sure he won. Maybe he was. I know he was nominated for sure, but I'm sure he won for that movie. I think it was called Green Book. So
you're gonna check that movie? Leave the World Behind.
Oh, I watched it already.
Oh, did you?
I watched it already. It's all right.
Yeah.
I did not like the way it ended. It pissed me off the way it ended. I was like, "Fuck."
Really?
But yeah. But it. Listen, I watched it last night. It kept me up till 3:00 in the morning, and I had to work today. So it was very interesting. It was an interesting movie.
The wife ain't really into that, so that's got to be a lone moment movie,
Yeah, I'd sit down, bun your thing and watch it. It's decent. You seen it yet, JG? JG is muted. So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, we'll find out what happens. As you said, Marvel playing it safe from the beginning. They did. And I guess when we get the verdict, we'll see what happens. I'm going for an innocent.
Oh, my bad. A quick call. My bad.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. I'm going for an innocent, but what do you guys think what do you think the verdict's gonna be?
Innocent,
you know what? That's what they're gonna do.
Damage is
innocent. They're gonna be innocent.
So you heard it here
Never.
first,
Yeah,
guys.
innocent. It's something else they use. Another word they use with it. It's like you're innocent, but it's only because it is. Right?
Listen, I'm like you
Prejudice.
heard.
Innocent with prejudice. They're gonna
Oh,
drop charge
innocent
with
with
prejudice.
prejudice.
That's
Yeah,
what they're
yeah,
gonna do.
yeah. Listen, guys, I'm right there. I got the innocent verdict coming in on Thursday or Friday, but at the same time, I have no faith in the American judicial system. I have no faith in it
What it
whatsoever.
took this?
Huh?
It took this to make that
Oh,
decision?
no, 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 no,
Okay,
no, no,
just
no, no.
checking.
I've
Just
always had
checking.
that decision, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I'm going for guilty, innocent, but I have no faith, none whatsoever. Right? You can have evidence up the wahoo, and still they may find this guy guilty. And if they do, all those people on social media and all that shit that have been saying he's been guilty, Variety, all those magazines and all those articles, it's going to be a shit show. And if he gets off, I promise you, it's going to be nothing but crickets. 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 Hold on. And this is what I typed in. All right, I'm going to show this. This is what I typed in because I was having a debate with someone on Twitter, on X, and I was like, yo, the police were saying certain things in their testimony that weren't true. So I know I seen the article that showed exactly what was going on in court. I know I seen it. I was reading it, like, you know what I mean? I follow this shit every fucking day. I'm on chill streams talking about it. And for those of you that want a breakdown of this trial even better than me, go check out Chillmonger. Hold on. That's his channel. As you can see, he's been doing nothing but videos and live streams about it. And he's been really, taking a stand on it. So make sure you check out his channel. Absolutely, 100%.
And Jonathan Majors, I know you're watching Chill's channel. You better get him a role in the movie because he's been bad from day one. And Nzo too. Make him black guy number one, black guy number two, or something. Like put him somewhere in the movie.
I will definitely take that one because like from the start, it was me and Chill on this, like, yo, that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? Even when people saying, no, you got to be careful. No, we were always defending from day one. And we were kind of, when it first came out, we didn't have really much information, but we still kind of found something iffy about it. And then when more information come out, it was like, okay, yeah, we were right to think what we did. So anyways, this is what I searched up. I said, Jonathan Majors police testimony. And the only thing I ever came up with this one where it says Jonathan Majors, officer takes stand. So I tried to look to see what it says. This says nothing. Yeah. It says nothing. We had an article which broke it down word for word, not the whole testimony, but word for word, a piece of testimony. Can't find that. Jonathan Majors called 911. Domestic violence trial. What to know? Disturbing Jonathan Majors text and audio release. You know what I mean? And Jonathan Majors accusers testifies about 911 call. And I'm like, where the fuck is the information on the police? Where is it? It's not there. It's not there. So I gotta get with Chill to hopefully that he can get it for me because I'm telling you right now, I didn't fucking find it. I didn't find it anywhere. And Dave, she said, hey, our justice system in the US is good in theory. Yeah, you guys try to make it good. Our democracy is a good statement until it's exposed. Fact. The ending was the best part. The supernatural stuff was completely unnecessary as they didn't go that route in Mr. Robot, which is set in the same universe. That show was about the hackers in Jersey. What show are we talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I missed something, but let me know. I think this whole thing is BS. The man did nothing. I agree, 100%. The ending had a Mr. Robot vibe, though. The ending of what? I'm sorry.
I didn't see Mr. Robot.
I don't know if we talked about something, but What up, low key? What's going on, brother?
Low
How you
key.
doing, man? So those are my thoughts on it. JG, any final thoughts on the case?
Yeah, I mean, this case should have been dropped a long time ago, right? Usually, I'm not an officer or anything, of course, but from what I do know, you gather, usually, something's thrown out there, they investigate it. If there's not enough information, not enough to go through with, hey, we got to drop charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you consider all the evidence or whatever evidence they say they have, it's nothing. It's circumstantial stuff. Even in a vehicle, they're trying to say, see, there was an altercation in the vehicle. That could be anything. She could have been kind of drunk, leaning over. He could be trying to push her into the vehicle, make sure she don't fall out, bust her head. That could be anything. So they're just picking at straws here.
Listen, JG, this is what happened, right? I wasn't there, so you guys, but this is exactly what happened. I could see it. They're in a taxi, chilling, right? Text comes up, bing. Jonathan Majors takes his phone, right? She is doing this, right?
Yep.
Peeping over. So he looks at his phone, and it's like, hey, I miss you, want to kiss you. And I can promise you, Jonathan Majors read the text and looked at her like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? She said, oh, what's that? Let me see your phone. He said, it's nothing, baby. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Let me see your phone. It's nothing, baby. And she went and started to grab his phone. Guaranteed, right? So now he's trying to get his phone back. He's scuffling. He's this and that. The man in the Uber stops the car. And he probably wasn't, because he said he didn't really look back, but he said he heard what sounded like a slap. Slap! I guarantee you, she slapped him, right? Let me see your phone. Boom. Now Jonathan Majors knows that this is, hey, let me get out of here. So he tries to get out, right, of the car. She grabs him because you can see she's grabbing him. He turns around. He's trying to scuffle, puts her back in, right? And then for some reason, when they come out, they seem to be hugging and like arm around each other. I don't know what that's about. Maybe he's trying to calm her down. Baby, calm down. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. She said, no, I want to see your fucking phone. Let me see your phone. And then he fucking did the get off of me and ran, bolted. And that's what happened. I am telling you, that's how it went down. Maybe not 100% word for word or detail for detail, but that is how it went down. Usually that's how it goes. Now, she lucky he ran, right? Because there's some dudes out there who would have said, get off me, whap. You know what I mean? Like I've seen, and I think I posted them on X a while back, where this dude was just standing up there rolling up his weed, and this woman walked up and she went boom and dashed the weed out off his floor, and he knocked her out. You know what I mean? So there are men out there that like that. To me, in this video, it looked like he was trying to fucking go.
Oh, we're still on that?
I was waiting. When you think about it,
I was waiting for you to come back.
Yeah, most men, that for I've known anyway, woman slaps him once, he's not going to retaliate right then and there. Most, not all. The second slap, he's going to think about like, hey, you better get away from me. That third slap is on after that. Yeah, like 100%. Man can only keep his composure so long before he retaliates. And like 100%. You just said, she's grabbing on him. He could, like you said, try to, like, hey, get off me. Trying to push, you got to push her, try to get his arm away from her. He's like, no, fuck this, it's crazy. I'm running. And 100%. He's probably was smart enough to know that, because New York got cameras every fucking way, right?
Well, you saw that.
Smart enough to know I'm going to run everywhere I see a camera. That's why I'm running. So you see everything, right? And so if this dude's attacking you and he's all abusive to you, why the fuck are you running after him in heels? He's trying to get away from you.
Bro, supposedly it's either 4 or 6. She chased him for 4 or 6 blocks. I'm not chasing nobody for 4 blocks.
Hell, I ain't chasing nobody 2 feet.
After half a block, I'm like, fuck you. They live together.
Exactly.
I'll see you when I get home. You know what I mean, motherfucker? All right, run. Go ahead. You gotta come home.
And all that talk about it. I gave it to you this morning, all this shit. Hey, that's one of those. Okay, me hit it one more time before I
Yeah,
dip
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
that
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
That was that last time smash, and I'm out of here.
Yeah, that video tells it all. He was trying to get away from the situation, and she wanted to escalate the situation. They said they do in Forrest Gump too. Shout
You know,
out
it looked to me,
Chillmonger Dipping.
it looked like it did it and ran.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
like I said,
So
5-0 pulled up there. My man was eating concrete.
absolutely.
Wow. Yep.
And you're right, low key. The text, you know what I said, and I said this before. I think the most jarring part of the text is the kill you he want to kill himself stuff. You know what I mean? But if he gets off, Jonathan Majors can flip that and work it to his oh yeah, I suffer from a depression or whatever. I never really thought I was gonna do it, but he could like be an advocate for mental illness. We talked about that on Chill's stream last night. Make sure you check it out. We talked about that there where we could just got. Oh, if you want, I'll send you the link, Loki. Let me know. Wasn't sure if you could make it, but let me know if you want the link. Just got off on back regular time after Christmas. Okay, I got you. Real mistake he made was staying with her. If this been the type of person she was, and if she did ish like this before, he should have bounced a long time ago. Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, I guess if you in love, you give them a chance, right? You know what I mean? He tried to give her a chance to change. He, like Roberto said, they had the plan, and
Mhm.
she didn't follow the plan, I guess, or whatever. But like I said, we'll know more about this on Thursday or Friday.
That
So
plan makes sense based on the narrative he made about where his career is going.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what I take from it. Why would he be saying all that? Because anyone else would be saying this guy's all into himself. Look how he's bragging about how good he is and how great he is. Other people should be speaking on his behalf. But if that sounds like it's a part of the plan,
Absolutely.
you see where I'm
100%.
going. I can't jeopardize this shit. I can't have this shit kind of happening because it's going to happen to me.
100%. 100%. You know what I mean? And especially with the fact that he's sitting around saying, like, he's doing a lot of things for the culture, which you're right. He was.
He is.
You know what I mean? He
He
was
was a
100%.
shining light.
Yeah. You know what I mean? He was the villain, but he was
Just like,
getting
what's
really
his
good
name who
roles.
passed away?
Who?
Black Panther.
Yeah, 100%. I think he would have been the next Chadwick Boseman, right? Because Chadwick was doing great movies, positive stuff. And I think that's where and they probably told him, like, listen, when you go into these casting stuff or you're getting big, your agents are, hey, you could be the next so-and-so. You know what I mean? And you better believe they're like, yo, listen, you could be the next Chadwick Boseman. You'd be everywhere. You got to kill these Marvel roles and stuff like that. So last question is, do you think that any of this ruins his reputation?
Of course.
Yeah.
How does he get it back?
He look
over time, like Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, I mean, he just looked up
You
and
hope over time
got
that
a role, and it just changed his whole career.
yeah, you can
That's
play
what
a
happened to
role that
Jonathan
people will
Majors.
forget.
Look at Amber Heard, right? Some of her stuff kind of fell a little bit. She was doing Prime movies and all that crap. And look at her now; they're not as big as she was going to get, but she's getting them. So she'll get back on top again.
Absolutely. The only thing I will say is Johnny Depp still hasn't really been back, doing anything since that stuff happened. But to be fair, Johnny Depp really wasn't doing much
anything
before
anyways.
that.
Yeah.
He had a few
think
things,
it's his
but
decision.
yeah, I agree.
I don't
Probably
know if they're
want to
going to
get
do another Pirates, but I heard there's a big conspiracy there anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they did drop him from that. Maybe they'll bring him back now that he's innocent. Who knows? But I haven't heard anything about Pirates after that. So, bro, she was on him like the T-1000. Facts. Facts.
I want to see what kind of shoes she was wearing. That's what I want to see, low key, because my brother could not pull away. He had to run behind a corner.
Man,
he probably hid and made like he ran away.
She put them shoes in white girl mode and took off after him, bro.
She
Like,
said,
hey.
fuck that car. It ain't stopping me.
You know what I mean? She said, you think you the only one that can run, nigga? I'm running too. That's crazy. But yeah, it's like I said, we'll see what happens Thursday or Friday. I'm pretty sure Chill will be streaming about it tonight, so make sure to check out Chill's channel if he's not doing it already. I'm not sure, but make sure to check that out. Now, I had this, Roberto. I heard this the other day, and this is what I was talking about. Tell me what you guys think about this.
And I have a purpose. I know damn well I deserve it. I've been through hell and God knows it. I've got some scars, least I own it.
Roberto?
Nice voice.
Trust me.
Nice everything.
Yo.
Wait, can you play it again? 'Cause I was a little distracted.
Yeah, let me put that up there again.
Nice
And I have
everything.
a
Yep, nice everything.
purpose. I know damn well I deserve it. I've been through hell and God knows it.
Wow.
I've got some scars, least I
What man did that to her?
Yo, bro. Them bro.
Yeah.
Bro. Them
That's
words.
deep.
Them words.
I felt that, bro.
Nigga, I was like tearing up and shit.
I'm telling you, bro.
Listen
Shit
to
put you in the mood.
You know, we always talked about, and Roberto knows this, I talked about songs that like freaking talk to me, like my favorite songs, right? That shit talk to me. Listen to
and
this.
I have a
I know that I have a purpose.
purpose. I know damn well
I know damn well I deserve it. I've been through hell.
deserve
Bro.
it. I've been through hell and God knows it. I've got some scars, least I own it.
Those last two bars. I've been through hell and God knows it. I've got some scars, at least I own it. And I think that is one of the issues. Like we said, there's things that we as Black men men in general, just don't talk about, right?
Mhm.
And the O.O.C gave me an outlet to put some of my stuff out there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Put
And we went entertainment tonight.
huh? You know, but at the same time, you know what I mean? And you know I've been through hell, Roberto.
Yes, sir. I know that.
You know what I mean? And a lot of the mistakes that I've had and I made, I've owned up to them, tried to make myself a better person because of them. And I think I have, right? But like I said, I went through 5-year depression. You know, men don't talk about that. And I was watching Saigi's stream the other day, and and she was talking about her depression. You know what I mean? I was like, man, it's good that people are feeling like these are things that we should talk about. And here's my kid with his bullshit. He said, don't start crying. I can't lie. Yeah, go ahead, Roberto.
Right? The thing is that this whole stigma of the man, the strong man, you know,
Mhm.
everything is changing and evolving except that stigma.
100%. And you know what's funny? When we do, we get shit on for giving our.
Yep.
You're
you
weak.
know what I mean?
It's a sign of weakness.
Facts.
When is that shit gonna change? And you know what it's gonna change? When men start changing, not when society determines that. Because the whole purpose of me wanting to do this show was to know that I'm not alone. Because I've ran into so many circumstances where I held stuff to myself. And when somebody or something came up and I realized that I'm not the only person going through it, and I heard what they went through and how they overcame it, how could you overcome something if you don't know how to?
Facts.
How could you get over it if you don't speak about it? And, you know, unfortunately, it takes a dark place for you to realize these things because there's too many distractions when you're in the light. There's too much distractions for you to reflect on yourself. I got to pay bills. People got to eat. People need a roof over their head. I got to pay bills. It's just society distracts you until something happens. Society don't matter no more.
Facts.
When you're in the hospital with a loved one, society don't matter no more. You ain't thinking about your bills. So why is it always through sorrow we realize reality, and in joy we're blind?
Facts. Watch this video, Roberto.
Be honest, who do you call when you are at your lowest? Who is that one person?
Nobody. I'm a man. No one cares.
Not a single soul. Nobody.
No one. Because I'm all alone.
I think I speak for a lot of people when I say I don't call anyone.
Nobody. I'm a guy. Nobody gives a shit.
Speaking for the guys when I say this, literally no one.
Y'all call someone? Nobody. Just no one. So no one to talk to. So no one.
No one. I'm a man.
No one cares.
No one. Not a single fucking person.
I wouldn't call anyone. I wouldn't turn to a single person on this earth because they don't care. They will just find a way to use it against me one day.
We can call somebody? I just thought nobody gave a fuck because I was a man.
Honest.
That message should bring tears to men's eyes. No
Facts.
fucking joke, low-key, because especially when it comes to relationships.
Mhm.
In relationships, this whole fucking stigma of the man's got to do everything. If women want equal rights, then why can't a woman bring home more paper than the man? And it's the same way in the household as the man brings the more paper. Why does the man have to feel like he's on dental floss? The one thing he fucks up, forgets to do laundry one day, or forgets to fucking make the bed in the morning, or one little fucking stupid mess up could be the end of a relationship.
And because they say that women don't date down, right? They always date men who make more money than them or stuff like that. And to a degree, it's true. You know what I mean? But you're right, though. Like, men put up with a lot of shit. Like, let's just put it that way. You know what I mean? But if the shoe was on the other foot, a lot of women wouldn't date a broke man. But a man wouldn't care if a woman was broke or not.
Well, look at it. You're chilling with your boys. Someone blurts out, "Yo, Nzo, you do laundry? You do dishes?" Maybe you'll say yes. Maybe you'll say yes. You know what I mean? Maybe you'll say yes. But what would the average man say? Hell no. My wife does that, man. I don't do shit. All I do is work and pay the bills, yo. Is that life? Is that life?
Facts.
Because, I have one stigma that bothers me and bothered me my whole life because, I think about if I had a lot of money, like I see most of the guys, like, the guys I play hockey with, the majority of them were millionaires. And I see how they live their life. They spontaneously leave the country. They're always working. And I'm like, how many kids do you have? I have 3, I have 4 kids. But when do you see your kids, man? Oh, I spend the weekends with them. I do this with them. I do that with them. Are you really, what is your purpose of making all this money? To live a better life or to give your family a better life?
Facts.
Because, you're missing out on a lot of key things. And I know these women that are with those men, if you can't tell me majority of them are fucking unhappy, then I'm sorry, you're delusional.
I agree.
Because you're never home. Women need that touch. They need that attention. They need that care. And it just takes one sympathetic man.
Yep.
Just, break up that violin.
They can be one of the smallest little things. I remember I was talking to this one person once, right? He was trying to be a fireman. And he had a lady with him, and He has boys over there doing all this guy. She's sitting over there looking like, whatever, right? Like to Roberta's point, she's not really getting that attention. I'm sitting there. I'm talking about, me and my wife go to wine tasting stuff. And she perked up so quick off of a wine tasting comment. And I said to myself, if a dude come along and say, hey, man, I could take you to a wine tasting next weekend, she is gone.
Facts.
That one little thing.
Facts.
It's a little to us, but it's a lot.
Glass of wine. What happens on that third glass?
Oh, you know, hey, Netflix and chill. You know what's going on.
Bro.
Netflix and chill. You know what's going on,
bro. And guys, if you haven't seen the movie, you know, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there was something that happened in that movie, Left the World Behind, where I was like, holy shit, is this really gonna happen? I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's to your point where, you know, the alcohol came in, and next thing you know, it's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? You know what I mean? And like, if this man, like you said, is out there working constantly, coming home only on the weekends, kids go to school during the week.
But do women want that lifestyle?
It depends. I think
because you know you have the fancy truck, you vacation, you have all the high-end clothes, but you're alone. Dog, we just mentioned being alone is the darkest thing you could have. It's the darkest thing. You can't share who's she gonna share her things with? The minute she says something to her husband, you know what her husband's gonna say? What, you're not happy? I don't give you everything. You don't have everything.
You see, and that's the thing though, right? It's because exactly. So they'll accept it if they don't ever have to work again. You know what I mean?
How does that work with your kids? You give your kids everything they want. They have every Apple item on the market. They have it. But that is not there at the school picture. That is not there at my baseball game. That is not there when I'm getting my awards at my fucking events. You know, those are the things you remember.
And you want to know why that guys are doing it? Because he's going out there doing his work, so you can afford to be able to get the awards you're getting, so you can afford to get the iPads you're getting. But see, there's a lot of bitter. I don't want to say all women. There's a lot of bitter women who will not tell the kids, hey, your dad's out there working, doing what he got to do so you can have all these things. He loves and cares about you. Because it takes him, like, and I always bring up a Brooks tale. When a guy would say, hey, people love you, like, no, they don't love, they fear you. Being a man, how about he go out there and work for a living? How about he go out there and work 2-3 jobs, provide for his family, and make sure you have roof, electricity, food, you have all the purses you want, you have all the shoes you want, you have the video games you want, you have all this and that. He wants to be there, but he can't because he has to be, quote unquote, a man, like we talked about earlier. And when he gets home, he wants that space for himself. He may want to get on a video game for a second. He might want to get on YouTube and do a streaming. He might want to go hang out with his boys for a few minutes, right? Because a man also needs that escape because he can't talk about his feelings because that's not, quote unquote, being a man if you talk about your feelings because you're being too soft. And as little boys, a lot of times what we hear a lot of, if you're like 6, 7, you're crying, but say, hey, quit crying, be a man. Man up, muscle up.
Exactly. That's what you hear. Yes. When I was going through my depression, that's what these dudes would be telling me. Man up, do this, do that. You know what I mean? And that's why men don't talk about shit. You know what I mean? We don't talk about that shit so that you can, like, Roberto, you tell any of your boys, like, your issues? You know what I mean? Like,
the only time I really revealed my issues was on this show.
Absolutely.
And it felt good because, I mean, I had some moments with the mirror and those moments were fucking deep because that's your soul searching point, you know? And I think a lot of people who commit suicide probably go through that, you know? Because who's the last person you speak to? Yourself.
Absolutely. And here's the thing, and I'm going to say this because, well, we'll both use both of us, right? But when you had your issues with your wife, right? You tell anybody? You know, you never told me. I just found out. I was like, oh shit, for real?
It's not something I'm going to brag about, but if someone asks me, I'm going to tell them, yeah, you know, shit happens, fuck.
Right, but I'm
saying
that's
something I want to repeat, fuck.
Yeah.
Right, but what I'm saying, because obviously you're feeling bad about it, whatever, right? Did you ever call up one of your boys and be like, hey, yo, man, I need to talk to you? Let's talk. No, we don't.
You
We
know
don't
what?
do that. We would say,
This
hey,
is what happened. This is
Go
what
ahead.
really happened. I was just sitting at home. Like we were giving that advice to who last week. Don't sit there and dwell on it. I was sitting there and dwelling on it and visioning what she was doing, what people think. And I'm like, why are you going there? You never did this before. You were always in control. You always took your mind out of that because it's all self-inflicted, man. This shit ain't happening. You're doing it to yourself.
Facts.
You can't know if people are talking about you or doing things to you unless you're there.
Facts.
So the minute I stopped doing that, it only happened when my boy said, listen, you got to get out the house, man. Come to the strip with me. I'm like, I don't really go to striptease, man. That ain't my thing, But I was so fucking happy I went.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I realized my worth. I realized my worth again. Because when you're sitting there in your dark spot, you don't see yourself as a good person, as a person of value. Like anyone fucking cares because you're alone.
Facts. And that's the thing. Like they
don't
say
get
in
out
that
there,
video. Right. And that's the thing that they say in the video. No one really cares about the man's issue. You know what I mean? They always tell you, man up, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Stop doing that. And people think like going out and you said you felt good, right? And yeah, it's great at the moment, right? But then the next day, you're back.
No.
So what you got it?
I wasn't back. I got home like 4:35 in the morning. I had all smiles on my face because that night was so different than the fucking 2 months prior to that night. And I wanted that feeling again. Yo, when we going again? When are we going again? And I was like turning into a strip junkie just to get out of that mindset.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like if you didn't do that, that's what I was trying to say. If you didn't do that, you get home 2 days later, you're back in the, oh my God, you know what I mean? So you gotta do things.
Someone strikes a memory with a question.
Right. Or a song or a TV.
Yes.
Or
Yes.
some bullshit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
More times than not, a fucking song.
Yeah.
You know
fucking
what I mean?
start punching your dash.
Like, fuck. Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like you have to continue to do that. Like
get it out.
Right. And it is a shield, right? It is a way to cover up the pain, but the longer you deal with it or do different things, the easier that pain gets, right? You can't sit around and dwell and sit in your own darkness because you will never come out of that. You know what I mean?
Guys, let me tell you something. I don't know about with you guys, but in the two situations that got me out of my darkest spot, it was the people I least expected to have done. People that you never, and if you don't stop and say, if that wasn't a touch moment, like the big guy didn't make that moment happen, I don't know what heavenly blessed is or a blissful situation is.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And it's crazy because a lot of people suffer like that. You know what I mean? Like we talk about even just with the Jonathan Major stuff where it's like, oh, I want to kill myself. Now, I personally had a kind of manipulative kind of thing. But at the end of the day, we don't really know what's going on in his life. We don't know if there's some traumatic shit that he's been through that he's still trying to deal with today, right? Something like that could actually really make him want to off himself. You have actors like Robin Williams. This guy looked like he was the happiest dude every time you seen him, and he killed himself.
Let me ask you this question, guys. When you do reveal yourself, isn't it more times than not to a woman in a bad situation?
Yeah, for sure.
Like a breakup or something where you're spilling your guts. That's when it comes out. And you know what's the worst part about it? That woman will not take anything you're saying for value because she's pissed. So your cry out goes unheard and nobody else is going to hear it again. That shit's still in you.
You know
what? It depends. You're talking about talking to like a woman you're trying to talk to about it? Or just
you're
like
dating,
friend,
like
woman,
men don't talk. Men don't talk to men.
Yeah,
right?
I know, 100%.
So when you're in a situation like you did something and they can't understand why you did it, and now you're spilling the beans as to why you did it. You don't know my darkness. I'm sharing my darkness with you. Da 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 da. But it all goes unheard because it's a negative situation where you're revealing yourself. So when other than that do you really reveal yourself?
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys remember. It was some years ago. I think it was in Cleveland, where a guy was running around just shooting people, killing people. Black guy.
Okay.
It was. I think. Once it was in Cleveland. Once it was in Cleveland. Well, anyway, he had a situation with his. I don't know if it's his wife or baby mama or what, and her mother. He needed somebody to talk to. He called his fat brothers. Nobody answered. If they did answer the phone, they couldn't talk to him. No one could talk to him. So he had no outlet to speak on his anger, what he was feeling inside. You know what he ended up doing? He just started riding around. He shot a black guy just walking down the street. Hey, I'm sorry, I got to do this. Shoots him. Kills him. Goes somewhere else, kills him. I think he offed himself towards the end, but, you know, we need an outlet, right? Like Loki said, your real homies, they're going to be there for you. They're going to talk to you. Now, it might not be, hey, I need to talk to you.
How many real homies are there,
see.
JG?
That's true. That is true. And you know, most of the time I heard guys like spill, I don't say spill the guts, but just reveal the darkness or whatever they're going through. When we're just sitting around like we're doing that, just sitting here just talking. It's stuff just starts pouring out.
I think guys only resort to guys when it's a financial bad situation.
That's
true.
Yeah.
Like help a brother out more times than not, they let you down, you know?
Yeah. And to be honest with you,
because emotional shit, you're a bitch.
For me, I used to put my shit out there on Facebook, right? And I remember someone telling me, being like, oh, you shouldn't do that, you know, people are thinking you're crazy. And I was like, man, I don't give a fuck what people think. You know what I mean?
Point? Come on, man, don't insult me.
For real.
But again, when you put it out there for so many people, it's gonna land on stupid. They're stupid in every fucking circle, Nzo.
Absolutely. I'm looking here because Rogue Comic Mike said he's trying to comment and it's not going through. You are not blocked on my end, Mike. You're not blocked here, so I don't know why your comments aren't going through.
Any of these guys out there who have real homies you could talk to, you got to share your secret, like, because you know it's different times now. But back in my day, they'd say that's some gay shit.
Yeah.
You know, because sorry to say, it's more feminine for you to speak out because women share their stuff with women on the regular. You know, like my wife talks to her friends every time she's down. She has 3 or 4 friends there for her, you know, and it's so fucking sad when I look and I say, fuck.
Absolutely.
Besides a family member.
Okay, there it goes.
I don't know.
I tried mobile on desktop. There it goes. I wasn't before. Okay. I also made you a mod, Mike, so you won't have that issue again. So you were already a mod on my channel. I don't know why you weren't, but yeah, thanks for popping in. But yeah, I agree, right, Roberto? Because I tried one time, you know what I mean? I tried to talk to one of my boys, you know? It's like, yo, what's going through? And like, blah, 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 this and that. And that dude was like, oh, you need to man up and you need to stop. And you know what the funny thing about it is? This guy ended up going into a depression, right? He ended up
because they don't know what it's like. It's very fucking easily said. You know, I like to think I'm a man of common sense, and it's pretty fucking evident that not everybody has the same common sense.
Facts.
But what makes you think you could survive a situation you've never been through? Theoretically, you know, like it's nice to say, yeah, I think I could do it, but say you think you could do it. Don't think you know you could do it, because everyone's pain is different, man.
Facts. 100%. And that's the thing, right? You like, oh, man up. But then you ended up being one to the point where you had to go and, you know, get help for it, right? I never once got an apology, but like, yo, bro, you know what? I didn't realize what you were going through until I went through it, you know, because you'll
That's
never
the more man shit, Anzo.
Yeah,
The
100%.
ego. The ego.
100%. Because you never truly understand what being in a depression is until you're in one. You just don't.
Anzo, I didn't even know I was in one till my doctor quizzed me. And you know, and talk about ego. Your fucking ego doesn't even let you know you're going through something. That's even scarier. Now, how many people, in all honesty, Anzo, I don't think I'm alone in that.
Probably not.
But answer this: how many?
Because it was fucking shocking to me.
But how many, especially black men, actually go to the doctor?
I go.
Good point.
I go. I don't know. Like our system's different up here than where you guys are at. I don't know if that shit costs you when you go, but our shit's free.
Because
I have a doctor all my life.
My wife is telling me about a guy she worked with and takes high blood pressure medicine. He's like, I don't take it every day because I got a young girl. She got to get it every day. I'm like, what? Man, you know what? My life is more important than that poom poom. I'm finna take this shit every damn day.
Oh, facts. 100%.
If I have to. So I don't have to.
The best thing I've ever heard, you know, I told a friend, he goes to me, why do you wake up every day? More or less, why do you wake up every day? What's your goal every day when you wake up? And I go, you know, to do the best for my family. He goes, good answer, but that's not what it should be. And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, let me ask you a question. When you're not happy, are you making other people happy? I go, no. He goes, well, take that. Take that with you. And I took it with me, and it took a while for me to realize and say, holy fuck. You know, he's right, because if I'm not happy, who am I making happy? I need to make myself happy so I can make other people happy.
100%.
Not a lot of people, but Anzo, I'm telling you, there's a lot of fucking zombies out there distracted by life. If you don't take a step and reflect on what's going on around you, there's so much shit going on if you don't fucking look. The number one place to look is at yourself.
Absolutely. 100%. And Jason said, I've been in that place, no one to talk to about depression. Yeah.
It's fucking dark, man.
As men, we don't. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, I was in this, like, I used to live in the dark, bro. There is no word of a lie. Not only was I in a dark place, like my apartment would be dark. The only light that you would see is a TV light. That was it. I never turned on my lights. I never did. My curtains were always closed. You know what I mean? And I was dwelling in that darkness for a long time.
Because it's a fuck the world mentality.
Yeah,
what cares about me? Fuck everybody. I don't exist. Doesn't matter. Life, you know what it is? Basically, it's just a sign to show you that life goes on regardless you're there or not.
Oh, for sure.
It hurts when you see that nobody cares until that last day when they're all weeping in the church.
Yeah.
You know, the worst part about when I was in my depression, right? There were times I would sit in there and I'd be like, you know what? If I were to die today, nobody would know. And I think that was one of my worst fears, probably still is, you know, to die alone. Because I remember when I was growing up, I had a friend. And, you know, one day I was talking to him, whatever, you know, I seen him. He's like, oh, yeah, his pops died, you know. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm sorry to hear that. How did he die? We don't know yet. He told me that he couldn't find or hear from his father for a few days. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 days. His father died alone in his apartment. Alone. He said, you know what, something's not right. Went to the house. When he got to the house, father was dead in that apartment for like 3 days and nobody knew. That is some crazy shit. I don't ever want to be like that. You know what I mean? Don't ever want to be like that. And that, especially when I was younger, that kind of hit a chord to me. You know what I mean? Like, you could just be gone and nobody knows. Just over.
But you know what? Sometimes it's unavoidable, because if you're that kind of person that can't tolerate shit, you start cutting people out of your life because they're not changing. You know, I'm sorry to say, but I have cut people out of my life. I don't think I'm bigger or better than anybody, but there's some shit I can't tolerate. And if you can't respect me to make a change, then fuck off. that's where I'm at now, you know. And I wish I knew this earlier. I would have been a lot less stressed in life.
Sometimes you gotta cut people out. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you
yeah.
gotta cut. You
You'll
gotta
realize.
cut that cord. Yeah.
Go ahead, Anzo. There's not
No,
much.
go ahead.
There's not much good people, and you know, this is what life teaches you, because when you're in your 20s, you're in a group of 10, 15 large every day, hanging, drinking, partying. And you in your 30s, that group goes down to 15 or 10.
Facts.
And then you go in your 40s, that group is 5. There's a reason that happens.
Yeah.
Because you all grow like leaves on a tree. You all grow, separate, go your own ways. The true ones keep in touch.
Facts.
How you doing? Everything good? How's the family? See you on a holiday or talk to you soon. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man. But even with family, that shit doesn't happen.
Oh, for sure. And you remember back in the day, you know, you hanging out with your boys constantly, having fun and stuff like that. And then, like you said, they dwindle off, you know. You'll be like, hey, where's Bobby today? Bobby chilling with his girl. You know what I mean? The next thing you know, hey, where's Randy? Oh, Randy's with his girl. You know what I mean?
He got a job out of town.
Exactly. Or some shit. Everybody gets their life and they move on, right? And like you said, the real ones will call every now and then. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Just checking up. But at the end of the day, it's you. It's you. There's nobody else. Like, you know what I mean? So you got to do the best you can, you know, and just try and live life the best way you can. That's what I do.
Be content. Life gets so much simpler.
And always find an outlet. Always have an outlet, just in case you do go into a depression or you do just get so angry that everybody needs an outlet to just unwind, just release, just to get away from life for a lot of hour. Whether it's meditation, whether it's gaming, whether it's anything, just find time for yourself to say, you know what? Let me find my peace.
You need an outlet.
Exactly. You need an outlet.
It's too bad alcohol has too much fucking luggage associated with it, because, you know, weed is my outlet. Doesn't get me in trouble. I might fall asleep and miss out on some events, but I can live with that.
That's why they need to legalize it everywhere, man. You know,
it is here. You know what I mean?
You drink alcohol, you want to fight, fuck shit up, and
I call it devil juice, JG. I call it devil juice because there's nothing good comes out of it. If there is some good, it's followed by bad.
And right, and we talking because damn right, that couple weeks ago, that was some 100%. That was some devil juice that I was swallowing down there, because that did not end well. So that when I woke up, that was the bad 100%. You know what I mean? Low-key said definitely coming to Canada next year. Need that live episode. Yeah, man. Just let us know, man. You know, you're always welcome. We'll roll out the red carpet for you.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, brother.
We'll have you eating all of our delicacies up here.
Facts. Jigsaw, hear this stream. He gone. Could be on y'all top, so y'all don't appreciate life complaining. My bad. I see Saw 11 is coming. Yeah, we love life. We ain't complaining about it. I think we've learned to love life better, because I know at one point I did it. You know what I mean?
For me, what's frustrating is
keep that thought. You know what's frustrating?
You're talking to the wrong person.
Yes. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll try. I'll try.
No. I was gonna say, you know what's frustrating? I'm not a millionaire. Go ahead, Roberto.
I'm glad I'm not a millionaire. I'm glad I'm not a millionaire, because then I try and be a billionaire. No one's really happy ever. But
I could be a millionaire.
Yeah, I could too. I'll learn to be happy.
Ain't nobody want no goat. Yes, you do want goat. And Roberto forgot what he was gonna say.
Fucking shit. I gotta get me some of that fucking Joe Rogan Alpha Brain, man. Because fuck, shit. Lucky we can laugh about it, you know.
Facts. Just joking, playing, bro. Lighten up the mood. Ish got a little sad for a minute. That's all worries, bro. You know what I mean? It ain't about being sad. It's about just trying to, like we said, get people
get shit off your chest.
Help people understand what we went through, so maybe they don't have to go through the same things that we did. You know,
got
what
it.
I mean?
Thank you, Anzo. It just took a little, conversating for it to take back.
There you go.
So here what I was gonna say. When I was younger, growing up, the older guys wouldn't let us hang with them. You know, they chase us. They created games out of it, tying us in trees. If we got too close to them, they ran us down. Now that I'm older and I hang with some younger guys, I don't think I'm not referring to you, Anzo, of course.
Yeah.
About they know who they are. I don't think they honestly realize that I am, 30 or 40 years older than them. I've lived a life that they haven't lived yet. So if I share something with them, why don't you take it as knowledge and not necessarily as me trying to make you live my life?
Facts.
People don't fucking take advice anymore. I don't know if it's not presented accordingly, if what we're sharing is relevant to them, but it's very frustrating. And I have to say, yo, listen, I'm such and such years old. Like, I got to justify why the fuck I'm sharing with you what could benefit you. Like, what stupidity is that?
Because we don't know shit, Roberto. We old. You know what I mean? That's
We're old, but Anzo, our generation has gathered
it.
the most information of any fucking generation. If any generation could share a full value of music as far as the fucking 50s to music of 2024, what generation could do that? Our parents wouldn't fucking listen to what we listened to. They called it junk.
Facts.
That shit still plays today like their classics. Junk that. You know what I mean? But the music that they're playing now will not play next month.
It's
very frustrating.
For sure.
It's very, very frustrating.
For
so
sure.
For
that
me,
sexy red shit gets no play. Go ahead.
My breath of fresh air, God is my witness, is when I bounce into someone my age, a conversation with someone I just met can turn into like 2 hours of talk. And a friendship like you think we knew each other for years. That's how frustrating it fucking is today.
People don't like to hear advice, especially when they want to keep doing what they are doing.
You got a point there,
Loki. Doing the same thing, looking for different results. 100%.
As the
said, my brother.
As the younger statesman over here, usually to Roberto's point, when someone is older, talking to someone, like you say, if I was in my 20s, and they're giving me advice about things like, hey, you need to watch how you eat, or you need to watch, dating, you need to do this and that. Hey, you're in your 20s, man, you need to go work, make your money, and date in your 30s. We're not trying to hear that. You want to know why? We think we got all the time in the world until we don't have all the time in the world.
And to be fair, did you listen to your parents?
Hell no.
You know what I mean? I didn't either. You know what I mean? To be fair, I didn't either.
I did sometimes, and I'm glad I did.
Okay.
I won't lie. Sometimes I did because I thought about the repercussions and how I handle it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
No. Hands down. That situation, when you weigh the pros and cons, and the cons are you getting your ass whooped if you.
There's a lot of people who don't weigh those pros and cons.
I know.
I don't know what kind of leather they were eating, but I fucking weighed that shit out.
I'll give you an example of something. Right here.
Facts.
Your parents or your elders, whatever, say, hey, make sure you wear a condom. You get in bed with a woman. How many of us actually listen to that consistently?
We wouldn't have kids.
We did, right?
No, but I had kids with the women I didn't wear with because, yes, what they were given was, some of us did listen. But what I'm trying to say is the advice did not come in abundance. That was probably a fucking commercial I saw on TV that I got that condom advice from. It wasn't from my older brother or anybody older than me. No one really talked about that shit, JG. You're a man.
That's true.
You're supposed to fucking know this.
Facts.
No one teaches you how to jerk off.
Ain't good as nobody. That'll become
Nobody's studying to see if everybody's doing it right. There's no fucking manual out there. You just fucking do what you got. I remember when I was young, we used to go roller skating, and I saw, back in the day, the Afro was a big thing, right? And the Americans used to have the Afro pick where the things would fold. It was like green and red. I remember it. And they put that shit in the back of their Afro and it'd be sticking out. So we used to do that while we're roller skating, right? And this fucking kid came up to me and asked me if someone taught me how to comb my hair. I was like, are you fucking stupid? What kind of a question is that? Someone teach you how to comb your hair?
You know what I mean?
Is that a white people thing?
Let me get to this real quick. First, Nerd Man come in and hear this bullshit.
Yo,
he might not be guilty of strangling a bitch, but he's guilty of making Quantum Mania, though. He deserves at least 5-year minimum for that shit. Make sure he don't do it again. Blah. But I put this up here because Danny said, I think I covered this today on the Road to Wisdom. Go check it out, peeps. That's his channel. I know you guys are already following Danny, but definitely check his channel out there.
What did he cover today?
Mr. Danny Graham, what we're talking about.
About men not talking?
Well, his video says timing is everything. So I guess in general, everything that we were talking about. So make sure you check out his channel.
For
I
sure.
can buy Nerd Man now, right? Oh, absolutely, you can. 100%. Pink Friday 2 is fire. Real rap, no cap, no stop hating on Sexy Red. Ha, ha, ha. I will never stop hating on Sexy Red. She's a talented.
My God.
Never.
I've seen toilets with more talent.
Facts. Hold on, Roberto. Toilets with shit in it.
You know what I mean?
Talented.
It serves a purpose.
The way that toilet flushed the shit was way more talented than what comes out of that woman's mouth.
I'll watch
100%.
that concert before I go and spend money on her. That's for damn sure. I'll be like, yo, how much I got to pay to not do the concert?
Nerdman said, Roberto, I heard you had the Soul Gold mullet back in the day. If you guys only knew. If you only knew.
You're starting your shit, huh? You're starting your shit. Bring that British accent up in this mofo, yo.
I don't know.
10 hours.
I don't know how you know, Nerdman, but you are not wrong 100%. The one thing that this man and his brother valued more than sending us to Burger King to get his food was their hair. Their hair. This nigga had more hair products on his dresser than a motherfucking woman.
It was the style. It was all that American TV I was watching. That Soul Glow motherfucking shit did not come from Canada. Okay, I was following the fashion, but honest to God, I wish I never touched that shit to my head. Because I know enough brothers that burn the fucking hair right off their head, yo. Leave that shit in too long, turn your head red. I remember one guy put the shit in like it was gel. I was like, yo, you know you're supposed to wash that out after 2 hours, huh? He goes, what, this is not gel? The man's hair turned red and never turned back to brown or black again.
Oh, wow.
Nah, man, I did my S-curl stages, you know
We
what
all
I
did
mean?
it.
It had
We
the
all did
little
it.
curls going up, had the Gumby and all that stuff curled up. Yeah, it was, yeah, we all did that.
I remember I was in Halifax and I fucking I didn't have my shit from Montreal, so I stopped at the pharmacy and bought this spray. What's it called? Fucking Gel Do or something like that. Man, my hair froze and I was like fixing one of the curls was like sticking up. I was pushing like my shit snapped. Fucking my hair snapped, yo.
Man, used to wake up in the morning, go to school. You know, you take your shower, you get your hair all nice, you grab that gel, you pop it in there. And when it's winter time, by the time you get to school, your hair is frozen, like frozen. When you get in there, right, and you're in the school for a few minutes, you feel shit dripping down
Flying
your
out.
face because your hair is dying out. Oh my lord!
So I saw that shit coming to America, man. Couldn't be more true.
Facts.
At the fucking stains on the wall and shit. Fucking changing my pillowcases every day.
Absolutely. Said, you know, when y'all did the ranking of best rappers of all time, I think you forgot one, Eric Jamal. Yeah, Roberto talked about a few that he messed out, not even on the R&B one. You know what I mean? So easy. I never had S curl, but I did have the high top fade like Kid and Play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you see, I had that too, Danny, right? But then I got slick with it, right? Because you remember Kwame came out and Kwame had the little blonde in his hair. So we did the little blonde in the hair. We had the levels where it was like, you know, flat
Yeah,
top
I
and
remember
then had the
those
little
stages.
level on the side, right? And then I would blonde the side of it all there and the rest of it's black. I did all of that crap, bro. All of it. All of it. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Don't know her name, but they were making her out like she was a feminist hero. Are you talking about Jonathan Majors' chick? Yeah, they are. But yo, Nerdman, let me know if you want to discuss that sometime, man. We could do that. Definitely.
Yeah, we need to start at the beginning of the show.
Oh yeah, no. We do it on
Bring
a different
Nerd
show.
in now. We're here till 1 a.m.
Yeah, no, we do it on a different show. I know you tired of the Jonathan Major stuff, so we do it. The only thing that we will, well, it depends on when the verdict is, but if the verdict comes out like around next episode, then we will talk about him being not guilty. But other than that, yeah, I think we covered it all. Y'all had rag.
Nzo said we're going back to real shit. We're gonna talk about shit that y'all don't want to talk about.
Facts.
You can all make jokes in the commentary. You're never gonna overcome.
Mm-hmm. Y'all had ragtails too. What's the ragtail?
Talk about the Gucci.
What's that?
I remember the ragtail.
So what's the ragtail?
It's like a little ponytail in the back of your
Okay, yeah.
Back, yeah.
But my shit was not a ragtail.
Roberto didn't need the ponytail. He didn't.
My hair was long.
He had the point, like long. I'm talking down past the shoulders, long type of hair, curly hair.
Like I said, I didn't need that fucking escrow stuff. I just did it because I saw my older brother do it. He had the nappy hair. Me and my younger brother didn't have nappy hair, so we didn't need that shit. But it was, you know, if you wanted the Harry Belafonte, you had to slick that shit back.
Yeah.
That escrow.
Yeah, which he did. And you know what's funny too, right? Because there's him, his brother, but then his cousin came from Nova Scotia, and guess what kind of hair he had too? Same curly ass hair, light skin like these guys. I was like, what the fuck is up with this family, bro?
Oh, that's Canadian.
That's the
Canadian
Jamaican
DeBarge
mix.
family or something like that.
Jamaican mix.
The Canadian DeBarge family.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Oh my lord, it was hilarious, man.
But I'll tell you this much, JG, a lot of haters because there's a lot of nappy head brothers up here, yo. Fucking S-curl didn't even work. This shit was just glistening afro. That's all they got.
Oh,
I know some girls would
Oh.
not braid some people's hair up here, man.
Yeah. I remember it was his brother one time, you know? And for whatever reason, I guess one of his friends, this female, she was going to salon to do hair and stuff. So he let her practice on his head, right? She fucked it up. This dude was like, if my hair does not grow back by graduation, I promise you she is going to grad bald. He was not having it. That's what I'm telling you when it comes to these guys and their hair. When I seen Roberto cut his hair, I was like, wow.
Yeah, stages. I went dread. I did all kinds, man. That was probably my biggest regret, going dread. Fuck.
Really?
Yeah, man. Fuck. Wrong attention, crossing the border, walking the streets, everything I did, I fucking saw red and blue, red and blue, red and blue. I said, this just gotta go, yo.
No,
Where'd you
that's the
send
one
it to
style
me,
I
Danny?
wish I
Okay.
had was dreads. I had the cornrows, I had all that. Never had dreads.
Now, if I had that nappy head, I would have had sick fucking dreads because they bind together easier.
Yeah.
When you have fine hair, you get janks, and that's what I had. Janks look like you're a homeless dread. They look too fucking good. It's hard, yo. It's hard.
Danny sent me a picture. You know what? I won't show it on the stream, right? Because I showed Roberto a picture. Roberto was like, "What? Where did you get that?" And I was like, "Yeah."
No, I reacted like that.
Why?
Not because of me, because I don't have one fucking picture of adulthood with the whole family in it. Ian's never in our pictures. So when I saw him there, I was like, what? Where the fuck you get that from, yo? Nzo just bangs this picture out of nowhere of me in my fucking 20s. I'm like, hold on. Were you and my brother? Yeah, you guys were friends then.
Yeah. I was friends with your brother since I was like 8 years old.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me
So
show
that's
you.
how long I know this guy, people.
Mhm.
Since he's 8 years old. And trust me when I tell you, he changed a lot.
I had to. Hold on. I'm trying to bring up this picture here.
Yeah, I think this fucking platform changed you. Because I noticed when I talked to you, you were a different guy when you sent me that phantom text.
It kind of did. I enjoyed doing it. You know what
I didn't
mean?
see much of you prior to you sending me that text. That's why I was like, Anzo's texting me. What the fuck's he texting me? It's so funny how we came to this moment.
Like Bobby
Who's that?
Brown.
Huh?
Bobby?
Who's that?
Bobby
Welcome
Brown.
to Canada. Welcome to the United States. Who's that?
Guess.
Don't tell me that's Danny.
Mm-hmm.
That's Bobby Brown right there.
Danny, who owes you money in that picture? You're mean mugging. Look at you. You're bad because you got drafted. Oh shit. Man, that's a real screw face if I ever saw one.
You know. Robert, I can show yours.
Yeah, why not? Show the high yellow picture. So much fucking glare, you can't see me anyway.
Hold on.
This guy sent me a picture and told me, yeah, I thought I'd send it to you before I post it everywhere. I'm like, what? What the fuck are you talking about?
I didn't.
No, I'm joking.
Damn.
I'm joking. He didn't say everywhere. He just
Yeah,
said to the boys.
Yeah, to the boys. But you know what was funny? Was crickets. Roberto did not answer that question.
You got that right.
So I was like, you know what? I won't do it.
You know when you answer and you delete, and then you answer and you delete. And you say,
Yeah.
you know, just let me leave that shit alone. It was one of those moments, you know.
Watch Roberto
Bro.
there.
Now we look like we haven't gotten any sun
Y'all
in a
look
long
like y'all
time.
can beat the bars for real.
Oh my god.
I've always told people I'm different. I'm different. I consider myself different, even with my family. So I post this picture for my kids, and I go, "You guys notice anything different in this picture?"
Mm-hmm.
I got exactly that, Nzo. Fucking crickets.
Oh really?
Comment.
Oh no, I know what's different.
What's different?
Huh? You ain't wearing no tie.
You got that right. Because even back then, I said, fuck it. I don't know if it symbolized like hanging, but I always felt like that shit was choking me, you know?
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I said, fuck that shit. I ain't never wearing that. I don't care what for. Nothing a turtleneck can't fix.
I ain't gonna lie. There was a time where I was like, man, because I have this baby picture, right? I'm maybe like 6 or 7. And my dad got me dressed up in this brown suit, and I got my hands over there, and I'm smiling. You know what I mean? Like, man, I ain't never wearing no suit again. And then when I had to actually put one on, I was like, man, I don't mind dressing up.
This guy's
really
a pimp.
Yeah, I really don't.
I'll come to the funeral like a pimp. I'm like, look at this guy recruited and shit. He was looking dapper, as we say, you know.
I try, you know what I mean? I was like, you know
I
what?
fucking hate dressing up. I fucking hate it. I feel so uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah. Every time I dress up to go out, we just went to a wedding. I'm like, nah, I don't feel like I look good. I don't feel right. The whole day. I couldn't wait to get out of that fucking suit, man.
Man, I was downtown. I was like, I need to get a tie. I needed dress shoes, right? So I was like, I need to get dress shoes. And I knew the certain type of shoes I wanted. And then I found the ones that I wore. I was like, okay, I like these ones, right? But now I'm like, I gotta kind of find a tie that matches the color and shit. So I went and I found a gold tie, and I was like, okay, this works out. So yeah, usually I enjoyed shopping for the ties. And I'm like, I even messaged Danny. I'm like, man, I want to get my suit game up for real though. Still do.
You know what made that outfit though?
Mm-hmm.
The hat.
The old man hat.
You don't understand. Because look, for me, I don't care what kind of fucking suit you're wearing. If you don't have the right shoes on, that suit ain't saying shit. Because I see a lot of guys wear some crisp fucking suits. I look at their shoes and I'm like, man, what happened? What the fuck happened? Did you change your mind when you got down to your socks?
Facts.
Some busted up shoes that haven't seen any fucking shoe shine or anything to in years, yo. But you got on $1,000 suit. Where a guy wears a suit with white socks. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy, right?
JG, please tell me you don't do that. I didn't hear your laughter, bro. Tell me you don't do it, JG.
No,
Tell me you don't do it.
I don't do it.
Okay. All right, man. All right, cool.
See what I'm saying?
You see him there? Where's my money? Shit even tilted to the left. Not the right. Tilted to the left, yo.
He say, look, you about to get his hose in line right now. Look at him.
You know, because tilting on the left means he already has his hose. He's
I like that too, though.
Tilting on the right means he's looking.
He's asking that head tilt right before I take this picture. I like that suit, though. It look good. I like it.
Nice suit. Yeah, you look good, man. You look good.
Appreciate it. Yo, just saw the Jonathan Majors read. That shit was funny. White chick running after black dick like the Terminator. I'm talking T2. Yeah, that's what we said, bro. Danny said, where's my money?
You know what I'm saying, Danny? Looking like Cedric up in the mofo.
Felt good though. I was like, yeah, I feel good. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, cool. And like you said, I had like the shoes were like, those shoes were like fire, bro. I was like, yeah, man. Even like I seen Raheem's cousin there. And first thing she was like, oh, look at the shoes. Shoes are fire. I was like, yeah, thank you. Shoes are fire.
It's gotta be. The shoes have to be fire. Especially black people, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Come on. It's not all about sneakers and kicks, man. It's gotta be all the way true, like
facts. And it took me a long time to find those shoes. I was going back and forth. I knew what kind I wanted, right? But I didn't buy anything. I wanted to buy the shoes first so that I could buy something to match, right? And if you see the hat kind of matches the color of the shoes. So that was the last thing that I bought when I went there. So I was like, okay, cool.
I didn't even own a fucking suit.
Actually,
honestly, it's because suits ain't for everybody. Some people have odd bills. I have a small waist and I can't find a suit that matches me. If I get the jacket that matches me, the pants are way too big, so I have to mix and match. And I hate that mix and match shit.
Get it tailored and all kinds of shit too as well.
You come in looking like a fucking rainbow and you're seeing all these guys wearing all these crisp suits and you're like, fuck. Fucking bitch.
I actually thought I had a picture of the shoes, but I don't. But yeah, it's all good though. Superwise is in the house. He said, I need a laugh, and Jonathan Majors running like Scooby-Doo character, exactly what the doctor ordered. Hope it all ends well. Yeah, absolutely though. Like I told Roberto he was gonna laugh because I know the minute Roberto sees take off, I knew he was gonna laugh.
Did it in red. Did it in red.
You know what? Someone needs to play that, and you know, there's the Snoop song where it's "Run, nigga, run." You know what I mean?
I could see so many memes coming out of that.
Run. Oh,
so
me
many
too.
memes.
Me too. Me too. It would be
Please,
absolutely
Nzo,
hilarious. Yeah.
I know we're getting down to crunch time.
Mm-hmm.
Please play that oxtail thing for Mr. JG Shaolin Terrific down there, please.
Oh, yeah.
If you can find it. I believe I sent it on Instagram.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
See, I don't know if you really get the true meaning of it, JG, because I don't know how yardy you are. But if I could say, if they did, even though they show him, I don't believe that's his voice. Because
is it the same white guy that does all the Jamaican?
No, it's not. It's not White Yardie.
Oh, okay.
This is some. They put like a little funny thing header to it. After eating oxtail, this is the way he sings. You know, it is fucking hilarious because, man, he sounds straight out of the bush, out of yard, man.
Facts.
You can't find it?
No.
Let me look for it. I'll resend it to you.
Or if you find it, just share your screen.
I even went to look for him on fucking Spotify to see if it was an actual song, and it is.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. This guy is big on TikTok, supposedly.
Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see what the chat is saying. Danny said, Roberto, you have to ask for an athletic cut suit. They make them for guys that are muscular up top and waist are smaller. Takes a little more effort, but they do exist.
You need to add a little more to that, Danny. It's a little more expensive. I don't go to weddings like, every 3 months. And I'm thinking, I'm going to go to one of these like Le Chateau suits. I don't know. What is it called again? Moore's or something like
Moore's, yeah.
I go to Moore's thinking I'm going to pick up a suit for $199. This fucking suit was $500, man. I'm like, yo, I'm going to wear this shit once. By the time I go to wear that suit again, Nzo, it's not going to
It was too small. Yeah.
It's not going to fit me. I look at it now and I'm like, how the fuck did I get in that suit? It's next to one of my blazers and it looks like it's my daughter's boyfriend's jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I just sent it to you.
Well, let me tell you this. The one I have, right, I've had for, I don't even know if I should say it. I've had it since 2004.
What? That suit you wore to the funeral?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You got that shit wrapped in plastic?
Well, no, I have it put away
in the bag.
Nice. Yeah. But yeah, I had it since 2004. Hold on, let me bring this up. Ugh, I hate using Instagram. It's the reggae guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we showed this before.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it on our show.
Yeah. I know I showed it to Danny and I brought it up here, and I remember I said I wanted to play it to see if you guys to hear if you guys would think it was a white guy or a black guy.
What was him?
Yeah, it was that one.
Damn.
Danny said, "Wow, 2004." Yeah,
you still fit it? That's crazy.
It's funny because I have two. One of them when I was huge, right? I was like really huge, and the other one is when I was slimmer, so the other one kind of fit me.
Okay.
But, hold on. You know what? I'll bring this up another time. I'll bring that video up another time. We'll watch it next time, Roberto, because I know I have it somewhere. So I'll put that up next time. But yeah, it's the guy singing Jamaican. It's pretty cool. I like it. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, it was a great show. Thank you, everybody that came in. Jack Laws was in there. Jack Laws said to keep them looking like that. Girls do it all the time. Absolutely. Nerdman was here. Danny was
good
here.
Red wine. Liano. Brought to you by the O.O.C. Maybe I get a wine sponsor up in this mofo.
Oh man.
Only females drink red wine, guys.
No, females drink white wine. Don't get that shit twisted.
Okay.
Don't get that shit twisted.
Let me put it a little better. Only females drink red and white wine.
Well, you know what? Some people need to educate themselves.
I'm telling you, man, that white Zinfandel is some good.
Oh, you a wine drinker too, JG?
Damn right.
Pussies.
Yeah. Okay, Anzo. Real men drink beer, right? Real men drink alcohol, right?
Yeah, we vodka, you know what I mean? Whiskey.
What vodka and orange juice, right? Real men.
No, vodka. No, I said vodka and whiskey. I don't drink my
You mix vodka with whiskey, you drink vodka straight.
No, I drink vodka with cola.
Cola. Oh, that's such a man's drink, huh? Such a man's drink.
100%.
That's what the bitches order at the fucking bar. I used to be a bartender. Anytime you mixing that shit with cola and fucking orange juice, those are all women drinks, yo. Men drink scotch, cognac, whiskey. Come on, Anzo. Come on, Anzo.
Oh, yeah, I drink Hennessy. That's my drink of choice, brother.
Okay, so stop calling out that fucking girl drink you're talking about. Telling me I drink wine, I'm a woman, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, okay.
No doubt about that. No doubt about that. But
you need to keep in touch, yo.
We already know that. You know what I mean?
A glass of red wine is recommended to keep your shit living long.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you want the women to outlive you? You keep thinking your way.
No, it ain't even about that. It ain't even about that. I'm just like, I'm a real man. You seen what happened a lot. You seen
I'm a fake man. Look at me. Look at this fake man drinking red wine. Anzo, the real man, drinking alcohol, complaining to us the next day.
And you see what happened. You see what happened, right?
So you know what? I'd rather be a fake man than a real man. Thank you very much.
Hold on.
Like I said before, I used to have a problem when people mention that word weird in reference to me. I wanted to chew people's face off when they say you're weird. But now I greet it. Not only that, I welcome it because these so-called people who claim they're fucking normal, I am nothing like them. So I am weird. And I drink red wine.
Absolutely. Danny, send it to me again. I can't find the freaking thing, man. Send it to me again so I could play it for these guys before we close it up. Please. Why can't I find it? I know you sent it to me. It was a text, right? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, send it to me again, Danny, because I can't find it, please.
Danny, you drink wine? Red wine? White wine?
Danny. Okay, so hold on.
I'm curious.
No. I'm gonna say this. I know he's watching. Now I call you guys poom pooms for your red wine. Danny drinks like wine coolers, so that's even worse. That's you know what I mean? Like we're talking.
That's almost trailer.
No, that's not a fucking feminine drink. I don't know what the fuck else is.
Yeah, because every time we pick up beers, the women like, can you pick us up some coolers?
The wine coolers, please.
No, I'm not part of that. Teach his own, Daddy. So, yeah, my partner Anzo up here calling us bitches because he drinks rum and coke.
Man, we go to the club. It's like, yo, bro, give me a 2 shot of Hennessy. You know what I mean? That's what we drinking on. VSOP.
I drink that when I go to a club. I have nice drinks. When I go to a restaurant, I have nice drinks. I don't order wine. But if I'm chilling at home, burning a spliff, 2 glasses of wine is nice because I don't wake up with a hangover. I have a smile on my face, and I make sure it's good wine because there's some fucking nasty wine out there, man.
That is true.
Duan said, I only drink whiskey if I get a cold or flu. Oh, I think he sent it to me. Hold on. Okay.
I love me some cognac, boy.
Tell me, man,
give me cognac and a fucking cigar, and I'm happy, yo.
Cognac?
And a cigar?
Yeah, I like some cognac. Your cognac of choice?
Henry VIII. You ever have that?
No, I don't think I have.
If I could tell you, if you could turn silk into liquid, that's it. You go to the SAQ, ask them Henry VIII. They'll point it out behind the locked, the locked showcase. The fucking empty bottle is $500.
Oh yeah.
I went to a party, and I walked in, and the guy had his bar set up for like help yourself. That's how it appeared to me, at least. And I looked up top, and I was like, "Holy fuck, what is that?" This bottle was like, this shit was gonna turn me into a superhero. Oh, I'm telling you, within 10 minutes, there was half a bottle. My man came out. Who drank all my fucking yet? I said, yo, man, that shit tastes good. That shit was like, I had Hennessy, I had all of them so-called rap cognacs.
What about Douce?
Douce? Never heard of that.
Never heard that? Was really good.
No.
Me neither. Danny said, y'all, I'm supposed to care about y'all laughing at me about a cooler. Nope.
I feel you, Danny. I'm worried about him calling me a bitch for drinking wine.
All right, Danny wants me to play this to see if you guys like it. So let's go. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, obviously, but
he's rolling weed. He's in.
All right, so they like it. I said it was okay. You know why I have an issue with it, and now I'm even talking about
British
it now.
Yardy shit, no?
Sounds like fucking Nerd Man, and I can't stand Nerd Man. And anything that sounds like Nerd Man, I don't want to listen to or hear whatsoever. It's that fucking voice that's just etched
the British
in my
voice, huh?
You know what I mean? It's like Nerd Man. Every time I hear it, I see Nerd Man. I see Nerd Man. Like no.
I can't really lie. I have a hard time watching those British shows after a certain amount of time. I don't know why it is.
Because it's Nerd Man.
No, it's not. Okay, let's blame Nerd Man because he was picking up my shit earlier.
Absolutely, we gotta blame Nerd Man. That's exactly.
I like that British patois kind of way. You know, I find they represent the Yardies nice down there.
Facts. Danny said, "Beat is fire, fire. Beat is fire."
Yo, you didn't like that fucking DJ cut up shit I sent you? Not bad. That guy tore it up.
Which one?
That fat guy I sent you on Instagram too. You wrote not bad.
Oh yeah, I think I seen it before. That's why.
I thought that guy tore it up, man.
Yeah, well, I'll get them all set up and play them next week so that chat can see them and decide. You know what I mean? And we'll take care of that. But guys,
that's why I envy you right now. I think I'm gonna go in my backyard and do a little blazing before I go to bed too.
Oh, absolutely, bro. Light that shit, smoke it. Damn right.
Yeah, usually I run to the bathroom because I sit here for 2 hours like a fucking idiot holding it. I barely make it to the bathroom. I'm fucking tripping on everything, running every Wednesday night. I don't know why I do this to myself.
Windstream, thank you, kid. Much appreciated. Always a pleasure.
Give thanks, DG.
100%. Jack Laws was in the house. Cole Turner was in the house. The Nerd Man was in the house. Dewan was in the house. Danny Graham was in the house. I put his channel out there, guys, so make sure you check that out. Superwise, thank you for popping in. Don't pop in much, but I appreciate it.
Who was our first timer?
Low Key was in the house. Absolutely. We also had Cloud 11 in the house.
Yeah, Cloud 11.
Big Rel was in the house. Thank you.
Big Rel
was here. 100%. Jason Lee Tucker, Poe was in the house. Gaishka was in the house. David Quintana was in the house.
There's somebody I haven't seen in a minute.
Who's that?
My fan.
Which one?
Got us all loaded.
Huh?
The one who got us loaded.
Oh, Beaming Kun.
Haven't seen him in a minute.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Did we say something to offend you, Beaming Kun? Because if we did, we're sorry.
And
because we said we wouldn't do another shot night. I don't know.
I know, and he missed the shot night that I did, right? I was drinking for free that night, but that's how it is, you know. It ain't about the money. It's
Give
about
thanks, Cloud.
Cloud 11, thank you, man. I always appreciate it. Much appreciated. 100%. We will be back.
Hope my partner. I hope my partner, because like I told him, this is his platform. This is what he does. He gets all the recognition. He gets all the fame. I have no problem with it because he's on here much more than me. He's even brought me here to this platform. So he leads the way. If he wants to do entertainment tonight, I'm down for it. He's saying, why didn't I mention it? Because like I told him, this is his platform. If he got to do this to bring in some extra paper or whatever, I'm down. Support. But the fact that we're going back to realness, talking about what we don't talk about, I'm fucking excited, overwhelmed. I can't wait for next Wednesday. I don't know what the topic will be. I love it when it's like that. And I feel we're going to bring back some people. What?
You motherfucker, you bring up something to talk about too. I'm tired.
But you don't remember those fucking shows where we just came in, we didn't have nothing? Those were some of the best fucking shows.
Yeah, we had some good shows.
And I want JG to experience the original O.O.C. JG got Entertainment Tonight O.O.C. He's got to get a taste of the original. You might have to confess to some shit, JG. Don't
I got you.
Don't disappear on brothers, right? Don't pull a low key on shot night. Is what I'm saying.
It's funny too because I remember when we first started, Danny was like, "Boy, you guys confess a lot. I ain't doing that." You know what I mean?
That's what he referred to us as, you Canadians.
Yeah. We're taking a little bit away from that, but we still gonna be doing, the cop stuff. If that happens, we still gonna be
because it's shit to get off our chest. You're right.
Absolutely, black stuff. You know what I mean? But we're gonna talk about stuff like I said that I think will help people more than anything. But I'll say this: I am not the star of this. It's you guys. I would not be anywhere. I can do this one by myself. You know what I mean? So having you guys up on here with me is a blessing, and I appreciate it.
JG came along. I don't know how it worked out.
You know what? I put a comment in the chat. Onzo was like, "Hey, send me a link," and I just jumped in. That's how that happened.
In all honesty, I used to be like a prima donna bitch, just like Onzo. We sending out all these fucking invites, man. I only got 2 hours on this shit. These people are on here all the time, man. I want my shit. I want my platform,
my airtime, damn it.
Yeah, because I felt like sometimes we're bringing on people, not you. What's his name, Mr. Man? It ain't you I'm talking about. This guy,
Mr. Nerd Man. Oh, it is.
No, it's not Nerd Man. Nerd Man was part 2. I'm talking the original Mr. Aussie, Mr. Australia. You know who he is. We had some conflicts, and I was like debating if I want to keep doing this shit, because if we're going to run into more people like that, man, I'm going to get in trouble, because I really don't have any fucking filters. I'm only on this planet for a minute. I want to have fun while I'm here, and if people don't like it, change the channel.
But you know what the funny thing is, though? Like, we've never had filters, and I feel like, I guess maybe because of me, because it gets discouraging seeing like your shit is limited with ads and stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I ain't really making no fucking money on this shit, so why the fuck do I care about fucking, you know what I mean? Like, not fucking, like, trying to be politically correct and shit. Like, not like if I ever get to the point where it's cha-ching, oh, you better believe, the schoolboy will come out. Yes, sir. No, sir. Hi, no cursing. Say freak and frack and all of that stuff. But at this point, what is the point? You know what I mean? Like, why? Just say what you gotta say, man. If you feel like you gotta blast some people, because remember, you had to kick a motherfucker out one time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Man, listen, I don't know how long we've been on this platform, but it feels like a minute, right?
Almost 3 years.
How many shows have we done up to now?
We are now at next show will be 150.
Wow. I swear we're at almost 300 by now. For real, man. Not because it's a drag or anything. It's just, it feels like we've been doing it for a minute, like our commentary has changed, new faces come, new faces go. We had some regulars for a very long time, just disappeared. I don't know if it was our content or their life changed, whatever. Again, we're just here seeking out people to see if they're on the same page as us. And if not, there's a lot of content out there to find, Joe.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? And to me, it's just about coming on here for an hour or two and kicking it with you guys. You know what I mean? Kicking it with Danny, kicking it with Chillmonger, kicking it with all these guys, just having a good conversation. That's what it's really about for me. I'm not here to be, hey, if I ever get to the point where I don't have to work and I can do YouTube, 100%. Yeah, you give me that 100K plaque or I could put up on my wall, 100%. But until then, this is just fun. That's all it is. It's just something to do, to hang out with my boys. Like I said, before this, the only time me and Roberto ever really hung out is when we worked together. You know what I mean? So now it's like every weekend, me and Roberto's having conversations and shit.
Who's our oldest up on there? Is it Tucker?
Oldest
commentary. I'm looking at people who's been with us the longest. True. I think it's Tucker because you know, it would have been Dandelion or Mama or Flash. I really want to know what happened to Flash, man. I really love to see this brother again.
I reached out to Flash a few weeks ago, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just in school doing my stuff." I was like, "Yeah." I was like,
"Happy for him,
bro. Hey, I keep doing what you're doing, man. School is more important." So,
yeah, I wanna. It's okay if I spotlight one person in particular, and it's a little southern bias because we're on the same area. But
Tony, what's up?
And you said his name, Tony Robinson. This man,
I was going to mention him too.
Single strength, support everybody, no matter who. I'm
Mr.
cool with him since way back. Well, I'm not gonna say this guy's channel, but I don't go to it anymore. But way back then, he's about it, man. He's a real
deal. Enough respect, Mr. Robinson. Enough respect.
100%. Always popping in. He's everywhere. You know, he shows his love and shit. Yeah, man. He's one of the
Jack's Law giving enough support.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got some fucking typing skills because he put up some chats, boy.
And it's funny too because Jack's Law didn't really go away. He was like, I think it was on a stream that he popped on. He was like, "Hey, I think I'm blocked from your channel." And I went, and someone actually had him blocked from the channel.
Really?
So the minute I unblocked him, he popped back up. You know what I mean?
Maybe it was Danny. Oh shit! Enough love, Mr. Robinson.
Always too. I know, and like I said, all you guys that rock with us and you come and check us out every weekend, it's always a pleasure, man. 100%. We will see you guys back next week with another episode.
Sure. I'll live to see that, man.
Facts. Peace, love, and hair grease. See ya. Oh, hold on. One last.
Look at it.
One last.
You know, we all get stupid when that shit goes up.
I gotta just say this. Like, listen, man. If I don't know if he's streaming right now, if he's gonna be streaming, but if he's going to be streaming tonight, make sure you check out Chillmongers because I know there's a lot of stuff with the Jonathan Major stuff that he wants to talk about, and he'll probably break it down like even more meticulous than I did. So make sure you check out Chillmongers' channel. It's in the description. I showed it up there earlier, so go check out his channel 100%. And you know what? Check out every Black content creator that's actually doing some Jonathan Major stuff, man. Because when Johnny Depp was going through his stuff, there were white content creators out of the wahoo out there. Jonathan, he's innocent. He's innocent. He's innocent. If y'all believe that Jonathan Majors is innocent, we need to support all of these content creators that are out there doing videos on it every day. I would. I'm too fucking lazy. You know what I mean? That is why I don't put out the videos all the time. So when I get a chance to talk about it, I do. But there are YouTubers out there that are doing it and doing it for the right reason. So support them. Pam's TV, Entertainment TV. If you check Chill's channel, you'll find them all. Blue, Cat, all these people that are out there doing what's right for Jonathan Major. So make sure you check them all out, man. That being said, though, peace, love, and hair grease, and we'll see you on the next one.
Lift me up, hold me down. breakfast.